Officer Second Class Hut, and tonight I'm going to be showing you how to wear the winter dress uniform. Okay, so you're going to start in your summer uniform as shown. You're going to have your name tag and your ribbons on the left side, wings possibly on the right side, epaulets on. I like to keep them on just in case. Make sure your pants are creased as shown, and also make sure that your shirts are creased from the center of the epaulets down all the way to the bottom of the sleeve. Also make sure that the brass on the end of your belt is lined up with the brass on the buckle, and if you can't line it up, or if it's too short or too long, then use the back side of the belt buckle to adjust as shown. Next up is the tie. To do this, you're going to have to button up the top button as seen. If this is too hard or impossible for you to do, you might have to request a new shirt. Okay, the tie is a little bit tricky. I have a diagram up already for you guys to follow along, but you're gonna loop it underneath and to the left side. Make sure that when you're starting you have a longer strand of tie on the left side of your body. Once that's done, you loop the excess underneath and then over to the other side to do the exact same thing you did on the left side but on the right, and then you're going to take the excess, loop it over the front, and then underneath, and then with that extra excess you put it right back through the loop that you just created by putting it on over front. To get a nice V shape in the tie, I suggest pinching down really hard on the bottom of the knot that you just created, and if you pull tight on that, then it should help you in getting a nice V shape. And then once you have your tie knotted, you flip your collar down to cover up the wraparound around your neck, and you're done with the tie. For the next step, make sure that you are wearing the following. Make sure your tie is on your summer dress similar uniform. It's a little short here because I like the knot that I made on it. Make sure you get your tunic here. Make sure that your name tag and ribbons are on the left side, and your possible wings and pins and badges go on the right side of the pockets. The squadron badge should be 2 centimeters from the top of the shoulder, and the rank should be halfway between the elbow and shoulder. So for putting on the tunic, make sure you put it over top of your dress shirt as seen. And make sure that your outer collar is flipped down like your dress shirt collar, and proceed to do up every button except for the very top one, where you will leave open your tie and dress shirt. Next is doing up the belt. Now this is very difficult, and I have seen a lot of people do this wrong. So you're going to flip the loose end of the belt in through the plastic buckle area. If you're having difficulties pushing it in, I recommend rubbing it back and forth. That really helps it get through. Once you have that, you have a bunch of loose excess hanging out the front, and you're going to want to take that loose excess and put it right through the next slot in the plastic buckle, and make sure while you're doing this that the plastic buckle is aligned with the buttons on the tunic. And you should have a product that looks like so. And now you have a bunch of overhang on the other side, and what are we going to do with that? Well, we're going to take this floppiness, and we have 2 loops. We have one semi-loose one and one fixed loop. We're going to put the excess through both of them, just as much as you can, as much as is physically possible. And you're going to pull it out the back, and it's floppy. Normally people turn it that way, I see. Do not turn it that way. You're going to put it on the inside, inward to the facing the belt, and you're going to tuck in the excess that way and pull it tight. And now your belt is center and tight, but there's an ugly crease that happens on that left side. Not very good. To get rid of that, a nice little trick is to pull on the loops and the back ones as well, just to kind of get rid of those creases that occur after tightening the buckle, and it makes your uniform look much nicer. Just a helpful tip there. So that was my step-by-step tutorial on how to dress in full winter dress, as seen here. This is what it should look like, all complete. Congratulations!